Welcome to the Agent of Wealth podcast with Marc Bautis from Bautis Financial. In this podcast, Marc helps guide you towards financial freedom, ensure you never run out of money, and create a balance in life that prioritizes what is most important to you. Join us for this journey as Marc draws from years of expertise and guest experts to solve the multiple wealth building challenges involved in your financial life.
Welcome back to the Agent of Wealth. This is your host, Marc Bautis. On today's show, we brought on a special guest, Travis Smith. Travis is the founder and CEO of Tribevest, a platform that makes it easy to invest as a group and do deals together in as little as 48 hours. He started his career with Morgan Stanley, but realized the most direct path to wealth and financial freedom wasn't as an individual. The path is as a group, as a tribe. Travis, welcome to the show.
Marc, really glad to be here. Thank you for having me. Been looking forward to this.
Same here. Give us a little background on what Tribevest is, how you came to start it.
Yeah, Tribevest is a platform which you can come together with the people you know, like, and trust and form an investor tribe, pool your capital, and invest in things that maybe you wouldn't or couldn't on your own. The other idea here is you don't always have to go it alone, right? Our mission is to turn every single deal on and off the internet into a multiplayer experience. So this idea of doing things together, and not just to get over a capital threshold, but the idea of learning and experiencing together is a big part of what Tribevesting is.
Sure.
So anyway, that's a little bit about at a high level what Tribevest is, and how I came up with it, which you can kind of dig in if you want. But my brothers and I, during the Great Recession in 2008, 2009, we wanted to invest in real estate, and we couldn't do it on our own. Breaking into it, we needed capital, lump sums of money we didn't have. And we eventually figured it out that if we came together, formed an investor group, pooled our capital, that was how we could break into real estate. And about 15 deals later, definitely, a whole change in the trajectory of our lives. We realized that by forming and funding that investor tribe, that we unlocked a future we could have never dreamed of.
And through Tribevest, can you really invest in anything? Like you mentioned, real estate. It's not just like your investor club where you're going to pull some people together, open up a brokerage account, and invest in some stocks or funds. Is it really pretty much anything that they can invest in?
That's exactly right. Probably our most popular asset class is real estate. Of course, that's a very broad category, but I think a lot of people that are trying to get into different types of investments, real estate is the most familiar. It's the most tangible. It's the one that's, right around the corner from all of us. So real estate's a big one, but they're investing in crypto together, NFTs, you kind of name it, collectibles, art. I was listening to one of your shows where you had the CEO of a wine investing platform on. So
Sure.
We just actually, that company, we were on the phone with them setting up a tribe for them to invest in wine.
Very cool.
It gives you a little bit of an idea. And that's one of the unique things about Tribevest is we are investment agnostic.
Right.
So we have those investor clubs, very social, coming together, linking their brokerage account and investing together, all the way to people doing vacation homes together or investing in, some type of crypto syndicate. It could be anything. It's really cool.
So let's take an example. Let's say, I'm out for beers with some friends and we have the bright idea that we want to buy a vacation home together and we want to pool our money together. What's next? We come on to Tribevest, and what's steps 1, 2, and 3 to get this thing going?
I mean, that scenario is real, right? Like we've all kind of been there, at happy hour talking about we should do this investment or that investment, or, more likely on the vacation home front, you're maybe renting an Airbnb and dreaming together about owning your own Airbnb, one that you can use and really serves as an investment. So those types of conversations are happening every day. What's changed is there's an app now that you can, say, hey guys, if we're serious about this, I'm going to pull out my phone, pull up tribevest.com, And as the initiator, we call them the founder, they go in and build the plan. What's the name of our tribe? What's our mission? What's our goal? How many members? How are we going to, make decisions? All those things. We give you the ability to build that plan and then share it out with your friends or whoever it is and kind of align, say, yeah, like we're serious about this. Let's do it. And then once you do that, you activate your tribe. You're actually filing an LLC on our platform, all 50 states. We're opening up an FDIC insured business bank account on the platform, and then onboarding all the members. So the members come to a single dashboard. They can see all the finances, the cap table, the documents, the chatting, the decisions that are being made are being recorded. And then they can, set up funding rounds where they say, hey, each of us are going to put in $5,000 to kick things off here. And we manage that cap table. So we know how much ownership you have in your LLC and give you all the tools you need to transact as a single entity.
Cool. I guess there's some online and some offline activities like that. Maybe the next step after it's funded, they have to then go and actually procure the vacation home that they're trying to. But let's say they assume they go through that process and they actually acquire a home. Then is there some updating that would go into Tribevest in terms of, what's happened with that and what the entity now owns, and kind of now there's an ongoing management of it going forward? Does Tribevest help there, or does it kind of stop after the entity is structured and the plan is outlined?
Great question. So no, we help in the management from the beginning of the investment or the investment group till you conclude or wrap up that deal or wrap up the investor group. So in this example, when we're talking about a vacation home, there's money going in, there's money going out. Maybe we've set up an account with Airbnb, so we're linking our Tribevest bank account to Airbnb, and we have a property management company that is cleaning the house between having guests there, and all that is you can operate out of our dashboard and run your business, all while managing the business ledger. So again, what capital is coming in? Where is the revenue coming in? Where are expenses going out? All that stuff is being tracked and managed. Now, what we don't do specifically to vacation homes is kind of manage your schedule and all those things. You would need to kind of link those other software as a service tools to your Tribevest business bank account. Again, we're agnostic, so everything you need to operate, transact, and record is covered. And then anything outside of that, we make it really easy to link to and integrate with.
How do you see people finding or forming their tribes? Because I think like the friends and family is one way, but are there passion tribes where maybe someone is passionate about something, but maybe their friend isn't? So how do they find other people that are passionate about what they're passionate?
Yeah, it's a great question. Like you mentioned, friends and family, people have known each other, maybe dreamed out loud with one another for a long time, and all of a sudden see this platform as something that can really help them, move forward on their dream. But what if you don't have that network? And it's really cool. What we're seeing is there's a lot of communities out there that are attracting people's to their passions, to things that they're excited about, to things that they're leaning in on, things they want to learn or level up on, whether it's investing in art. We already talked about investing in wine, investing in collectibles. Maybe the most prevalent communities that are out there are the people that are wanting to invest in a new asset class like real estate. So, for example, Left Field Investors is a community of people that are wanting to invest passively into real estate, but don't know how, don't know where. And so this community brought them together, and together they learn and support each other as a community. And as a result, they found their tribe partners. They found their members, and they're investing in deals together with people they maybe have never met in person, but that community that drew them in was that common thread. So communities are a great place because you have that similar interest, that similar passion and like-mindedness. So that's where a lot of members are finding each other to form tribes.
Do you see that for a tribe to be successful, it needs a leader or a couple of leaders, or do you see kind of tribes taking off, even if it is really like a truly equal among the groups?
It's about 50-50, Mark. It's really, really interesting. Initially, most of our tribes were kind of the equal. There was always a founder or a leader. And remember, this is an LLC. These are active members that are owners of that LLC. And there's certain things that you need to do, like, for example, have quarterly meetings. When you're making decisions, you're voting on things. Anyway, a good number of our tribes are these kind of equal partners. Now, they always, again, have a leader, but they've decided that one of the reasons they formed a tribe was so that they could learn and grow together. So part of that is, hey, let's talk about deals and then discuss them and then vote on them as part of that learning process. Those are what we call our member managed. And then we have other tribes where clearly there's one person that is maybe the expert in the deal and they're kind of driving it while their other members are still active owners and still have a say in the business, but have agreed to make them the president to kind of make some decisions based on their agreed upon operating agreement.
Yeah. Now let's just talk about tribes or group investing in general. Why does it work, or why do you see it working?
Great question. I think if you came up like I did, middle class and hardworking, you hear a lot of things. One of them is don't do business with friends and family, right? Mm-hmm. You think about how long we've heard that. Sometimes it's tough to kind of think about that idea. But here's the truth, Mark. The wealthy have been investing together for centuries. And well, how can they do it, but it's not right for the rest of us? Well, they have the country club network. They have attorneys at the ready. They have advisors that they pay for. And they set up group investing the right way. They find a deal. They pay for an expensive attorney. They pull it all together. They'll probably have some administrative person pulling everything together. And they go do business together, and they're better for it. They're getting in deals they wouldn't or couldn't on their own. What Tribevest did is we reverse engineered what's been being done for centuries and put it on a platform, streamlined it, made it super inexpensive, transparent. All the things you need to do, we help you do, like agree on the rules up front, have an operating agreement in place. So when the what ifs or then what's happen, you know exactly how it's being managed. It's unemotional, and you just do business. And then, of course, the transparency is so key. This is even what the wealthy don't have, and why the wealthy are using Tribevest is because now they can come onto a platform, all the members can log in, have insights and visibility into everything. So it's a little bit of reverse engineering what's already worked, and then layering in some transparent technology that's really created this wave of people that are now collaboratively investing and grouping investing as a tribe.
Why do you think group investing has taken so long to catch on? Like you mentioned, it's been going on for centuries or for a long period of time with the wealthy, but why hasn't everyone else been able to do it?
Right. And that's the thing, like the numbers tell us it's an advantage to invest together. You can pull capital, get into deals you wouldn't or couldn't on your own. You spread the risk, right? It's not all you. You're coming in at a lesser amount because you're spreading it with 5 or 6 other people. You're expanding your network and therefore opportunities. In my individual as a solo investor, my network is only so big and it's limited in terms of deals that I might come across anyway. Now I have 6 other people in their networks and they're bringing deals to everybody. So in terms of being a math problem, it's pretty simple that group investing is an advantage. And so why has it taken so long? It's because there's truth in everything, Mark. We've heard don't invest with friends and family, right? Well, there's some truth behind that. And the truth is, if you don't set it up right, you should not invest with friends or family because it will not end well. And so now that there's a platform that takes the mystery out of that, puts it all, in a simple, streamlined approach to make sure you're doing all the steps you need to do, and then providing that technology of transparency is why now. It's really cool.
Where should someone start? So let's say I have an idea where this sounds pretty cool. I want to, invest in a group, and for all the positives that we've talked about. Do I form my tribe first, or do I look for the project, the deal, the investment first, and then form my tribe?
It's about 50-50. So about 50% of our tribes are formed because the deal has been found. We found the deal. Let's pull our tribe together, get this done. Get this, Mark. You can form a tribe, be pulling capital, and transact on a deal in as little as 48 hours. I mean, that's incredibly fast. So even, a year ago, really there weren't many deals that were found first because, it would have taken a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks to form your tribe and get the deal done. And now with Tribevest and just our continued advancements, you can find a deal and then in 2 days be transacting together as an entity on that deal. So as a result, we're seeing a lot more deals coming ahead of the tribe, and then the tribe forming quickly to get the deal done. The other, use case, which we love and is kind of the origin story, that's tribes that found each other and know they want to do this and know they'll never participate in a deal unless they have the capital. And so they'll come together, set it up, form the tribe, pull that capital, and then they'll go out and look for deals together. Again, a lot of that is them wanting to learn and level up together. That was like my brothers and I. In fact, we did $500 a month between the four of us because we had our 401k, we had a good income, but we didn't have any capital. So to overcome that, we came together, four of us. We did $500 a month, and that together, that was $2,000 a month, $24,000 a year. Before the end of the year, we came across a deal where we put in about $24,000 into a real estate deal and did our first deal. And then we just kept going from there. And to this day, Mark, we're still putting in $500 a month. It just continues to fuel our investment group.
Are you seeing that similarly on the platform where you're seeing the tribe will do repeat deals or repeat projects going forward, or are you seeing a lot of one and dones?
Even the ones that come on because of a deal that they wanted to get done, even those are staying on and staying together and, continuing to pull capital to do deals. So this becomes a business. It becomes another source of wealth. It becomes another source of cash flow. I mean, I think people really start to see like, gosh, I shouldn't be in one tribe. I should be in two tribes. I should be in three tribes. And that's one of the things that, we're really trying to educate people on. We think 30% of your investable dollars should be going into a tribe. And the reason we say that is because if it's going into a tribe, it's likely going into something you wouldn't or couldn't on your own. And therefore, probably leveling up in terms of new asset classes.
Not everything, I'm sure, works perfectly. So what are some of the pitfalls you see, or some of the, lessons that you've seen on the platform that maybe someone starting out, if they knew, it would help them be more successful in starting their tribe?
I think, probably the most common one is the founder had a conversation over happy hour or at that vacation home, and everybody said they were interested. And then when they started a tribe, they invited everybody in. And then there were just a lot more questions that people had. And maybe some people really weren't in a position to do whatever or didn't want to. I think, the more communication you can have with your tribe up front, just the smoother the onboarding, smoother the aligning of the expectations, and therefore the better the journey. So I think just align.
Yeah.
It's align early and align often. Once you're going, we're helping you align throughout the journey. But the more you do of it up front, the better. And we can get on the phone with you and your tribe and talk through things and answer questions, share stories, share those pitfalls that you want to avoid and how to do them. We can help with a lot of those questions and concerns that are out there.
Yeah, I'm sure everything over cocktails, drinks sounds good. And then it comes time to start signing
Right.
documents and writing checks. People will have more questions.
That's right. It's a good place for it to start. It's where the best ideas are. So if we can harness those
Yeah.
and then turn it into a good business practice, we're probably onto something.
Are the tribes all closed? Meaning, let's say they come on the platform and they say, all right, we have our tribe and we're going to do our thing. But do any tribes come on, and is there like a directory within Tribevest that says, all right, we have a tribe where we're looking to invest in crypto and we're looking for additional people to join our tribe? Is that an option?
Not yet. So right now it's bring your own tribe.
Okay.
But in the future, we'll definitely be connecting people. In fact, we're rolling out our mobile app in the second quarter of this year, 2022. That we really consider as our community layer. So individuals are going to have a much bigger role on the platform. And by, saying what they're interested in and what they're looking for, we're in an awesome position to kind of put them together. But again, a little bit of a future state.
Yeah. And I know, just to give some ideas I know you mentioned real estate, wine, crypto, art. Are you seeing any other types of assets that people are utilizing tribes or group investing?
I feel like there's not much we haven't seen. NFTs, every type of real estate you can think of. Racehorses, just another fun one. People buying into a sports franchise. Again, like big aspirational things. People doing collectible cars where they're maybe wouldn't buy it on their own, but they're buying it with 5 other buddies. They're putting it in a garage, and then they can all, access this car, and it's an investment, it's a collector. Really, it could be anything. And I mean, Mark, I don't know if I mentioned this, they are doing stocks, picking stock, that's also a big application, talking about what investment and where to invest. And again, maybe people want to invest in a certain company on their own, but, as a group, they get this opportunity to invest in it and talk about it, socialize it, understand it, have fun with it. I think that's, again, just such an important part of this is the social aspect. By making it a multiplayer, investing is a multiplayer experience, it becomes social, it becomes fun. For my brothers and I, it's our favorite thing to do. It's what brings us together. That's really kind of a unique thing, right? That all of a sudden it is, investing can be a social event.
Yeah. And, you set up the platform, help with the structures of startup, whether it's the LLC. So I'm sure there's some documents that go along with that. How does Tribevest structure it? Is it, the tribe pays a fee over a period of time? Is it something upfront?
So we're testing all sorts of different pricing models, but, right now it's $250 to launch. So we'll file your LLC, create your articles of organization. We'll get your tax ID from the IRS. We'll open up your business bank account. We'll onboard all your members with our onboarding specialists, all included in that $249 launch fee. And then after that, it's $29 a month. $29 a month. That includes all your members. So that's $29 a tribe, not $29 per member, but it's $29 per tribe. Again, gives all your members access and everything we've been talking about.
So tribe starts. How does a tribe end? What happens, whether it's, they sell the piece of real estate? Do you also help on the dissolution of the tribe?
Yes. So from beginning to end, we're there to service your tribe on our platform. So whatever it is, the operating agreement that you configured on the platform, you all agreed to. So whatever that is in the end of how are you going to handle an exit, we help you manage, work through that. And then we button everything up. We filed with the state that you're closing your LLC, so you're not getting any more, letters from the LLC or from the state. We button that up. We zip up all your documents, all the records of, your discussions, your decisions, all your transaction history. We send that to all the members so they have that for their record.
Do you see people being members of multiple tribes, or do you see people forming a tribe and that's their tribe that they they do everything with.
20% of the members that are invited into a tribe on our platform go on and start a new and additional tribe.
Yeah.
So to answer your question, there's a lot of people with more than one tribe on our platform. They're getting pulled in with their family,
right?
And then they want to go do it with their friends, or they see an opportunity and they're like, "Whoa, I should Tribevest this. Who should I Tribevest this with?" Yeah, it's a really exciting part of our business is that community virility that we're seeing, and I think says a lot about what our customers think of us too.
We're talking, all right, I'm starting this with my friends or my families. Do you see any like more formal tribes, like maybe some kind of, how a deal may be put together or a project may be put together from a company, for example? Do you see any, like, not institutional tribes, but that kind of concept where people are using the platform to kind of just do business that they otherwise would have to, it makes it a little easier for them to do their natural business than if they didn't have the platform and had to do it outside of it?
We've made forming a business so easy that we have individuals coming on to form their business on our platform.
Yeah.
It just how easy and quick and inexpensive it is to file your LLC, get a business bank account, and start transacting and managing all that stuff. So just that application, we've learned, we're light years ahead of everybody else. So we're not surprised when we see all these other applications, but we are true to the collaborative tribe nature of our business.
Mm-hmm.
But, I think a lot of real estate agents, for example, or real estate investors or angel investors in startups, like they've really integrated Tribevest into their business. As an angel investor finds a startup they want to invest in, they'll go get a few of their friends and pull that capital together to, invest in that startup, for example. So, yeah, I think, people are finding all sorts of kind of neat applications for what we've simplified and streamlined.
Do you see any people using the platform to procure funding for their own company? Let's say they want to start a pizza restaurant or.
Yeah, franchises. So, where they're the operator, not an awesome fit, like, because remember, your members and partners are owners of your business. So, what you're talking about is really looking for investors maybe into your business. I mean, it depends. It could be a real family affair and ownership and everything else. Or are you looking to start a franchise and therefore looking for investors? What we do see, though, is their friends and family that want to invest in a franchise, one of their family members or friends' franchises. The friends will form a tribe to invest in that franchise. So it could be, but it's almost more often than not, people are looking to put their money to work into a business versus forming a business.
And I know you mentioned the mobile app. What else do you have coming down the pipeline for the platform?
Yeah, the mobile app is going to be a really big deal for us, both Android and iOS. And then it becomes, how do we help our tribes get where they want to go faster, right? So we have a lot of crypto tribes. They don't necessarily need to get over a dollar amount to get into crypto, but we ask our customers, or if you ask them, they'll say, yeah, but I would never invest in crypto on my own, but I want to invest I want to learn, I want to do it, but I'd only do it with my tribe. So putting those types of things onto the platform where you can open up a crypto wallet is another kind of big deal. The other things is additional services. If you do buy a house, can we offer you some lending connections, insurance, like those types of things where our customers are saying, gosh, I just wish this was on the Tribevest dashboard. Those are all things that we're really looking into.
Well, we're just about out of time. Travis, I want to thank you for being on the show. Provided some really cool info about investing, group investing with tribes. How best can someone find out more about Tribevest and about what you do?
Come to tribevest.com and sign up. Check us out. Explore the Our Tribes page, which has about 18 different tribe stories, and they're inspiring, and you get a really good feel for how Tribevest, help make their dream a reality. And then when the time is right, start a concept page, share it with your members, and we'll be here when you're ready to launch.
Awesome. We'll link to tribevest.com in the show notes. Thanks again, and thank you everyone for tuning in today.
Thank you for listening to the Agent of Wealth podcast. Click the subscribe button below to be notified when new episodes become available. The information covered represents the views and opinions of the guests and does not necessarily represent the views or opinions of Bautis Financial. The content has been made available for informational and educational purposes only and is not intended to be a substitute for professional financial planning and investment advice. Always seek the advice of your financial advisor or other qualified financial service provider with any questions you may have regarding your investments and financial planning.